Hey, what's up, guys? It's very true here. Um, I know I've kind of been away for a little bit. I took about a month and a half long hiatus from really being on any kind of electronics and stuff like that. But I do want to discuss the current state of Siege and kind of give my opinion on where I think it's going. Might not be good, but I'm trying to be optimistic about things. First off, I wanted to talk about their lack of content that they've been giving us. I think it's very dumb and they're mistreating their community. They're just trying to scam us and take money out of us, which is dumb. We're just letting them be too, we let them get too corporate greedy. Or is that how you say it? I'm not sure. They're being too greedy of a corporation. They're just trying to suck at every single penny out of every single person, which I think is very dumb. If they would have with the new release of Marketplace for everyone, if they would have done it to where it's actual money instead of R6 credits, we'd probably be a little bit more happier. I mean, that means we can sell our rare skins for actual money instead of stupid fucking in-game credits. What did There's nothing that can benefit us as people with these in-game credits just to buy and sell more skins. That's what makes CS, the marketplace in CS, so good. It's open. It's an open source marketplace. You can sell skins for however much you want, make however much money you want, and it's actual money. It's not credits inside of a game. Second off, along with that lack of content that they're giving us, they're refusing to fix the cheating problems. Yes, they are banning a lot more cheaters, but on the exact same side of that, there's also a lot more players comparative to what we've had in the more recent years. I mean, all because of Jinxie, Siege got huge again. And I came personally right before that boom, but I mean, in the small time that I have been playing Siege, my first season actually trying in ranked was back on Xbox, and I hit a game off Plat 3, my first ever season trying in Siege. Ever since then, I mean, I've been a pretty consistently high elo player. I'm not Skittles or Uzi. Me personally, I mean, I'm close to, but I'm not at that like actual champ level yet. I'm not at that top percent of players, but I can definitely keep up with them. So I mean, as a high elo player, I just kind of wanted to give my 2 cents about it. I know everyone in the community has had words towards Ubisoft, as I've been seeing on X or Twitter or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I just think it's a bit dumb. I don't. Ubisoft is being way like way too nonchalant about it. It's such a huge community that, I mean, you have studios like COD, or game titles like COD and things like that. And they've been doing the same shit for 20 fucking years, and it's just rinse and repeat for them. Yeah, we get that from them, but I mean, back in the day there was so much content that the developers actually love Siege. I think 2019, 2020, the main developer crew left Ubisoft Montreal. But I mean, why aren't these new people coming in with that same amount of passion that the old did? I mean, they're game developers, if you don't like what you're doing, don't do it. I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one who chooses the fucking field you work in. Don't cause everyone else a shittier time just because you don't like where you're at. And even if you do like where you're at, stand up. Like, it's easier said than done saying, "Oh, stand up to your corporation," or, you know, really really drive down your own opinion of things, but something just needs to be done. It There's constant glitches on console. There is, I mean, in my recent experience, this past Sunday, I had, you know, hopped on Let's play a little bit of ranked. I know I'm probably gonna run into a cheater or two. 5 whole games in a row. Each one of the games had two or more cheaters in them. It should not be more surprising to get a legit game than seeing a cheater. And the crazy thing is, from what I've read, it can be solved pretty easily here on PC if they just run BattleEye 24/7 like they do with Valorant. Valorant runs their anti cheat 24/7 to make it that much harder to cheat on their game. And you don't see, you know, people constantly bitching and moaning about cheaters on Valorant. It seems like it's working pretty well for them. Or at least that's what I'm viewing from the outside. I don't play Valorant. Not really my forte. But I just think it's dumb, you know? I love Siege. It's my favorite game. It's the game I play the most. I've only had my PC since what is it? November, October, November, and I've already put over 1,500 hours into playing Siege here on PC, and I have probably about another 2,500 hours on my Xbox, or back when I did play Xbox. What I'm trying to say is it's a great game. The game even now has a ton of potential, but if they're gonna let their corporate greed get to them, there just doesn't seem like a super big future. And I'm really hoping in the near future that we can get an Operation Health type of thing. I know they're probably working with spaghetti code, and each time you add something to the game, it's a whole new pack of snakes that you have to open and work your way through and kind of format things to where the game still runs, but it doesn't fucking run. Every single time that they update or they do something, something breaks. Whether it's on PC or console, something breaks, and it doesn't make sense. If y'all aren't going to release a ton of content, at least either work on the anti cheat, or be honest with the community. Say, hey, we're going to take some time. It's going to be the same season for a good long while, so that we can work on fixing the game. Maybe taking it to a new engine or something like that. You know, I just don't really think they're doing things efficiently over there. And I can't speak for devs or anything. I don't know any devs. I'm not some big macho guy in the community. I'm just speaking about this from a pretty high elo player who genuinely cares about the game. I'm not I You could still call me newer to the game. I haven't been playing since year 1 or year 2 or anything like that. But I've always been around Siege. Me not maybe not playing it, but I used to have friends that were in comp back in the day, and or at least around the comp scene. And I mean, I loved watching them. I love watching Siege videos. That was a huge thing for me when I was young. I mean, what was it? Siege released around the time of Black Ops 3. That was my game back then. That was the game that I was the best at. Not in the world or anything, but that was my personal peak of competitive playing in a game. And I mean, dude, that's like 13, 14. I'm 21 now. It's just it doesn't make any sense. It seems like they have a fishbowl full of blind goldfish leading every single project over there at Ubisoft, and all those blind goldfish want is just more and more food, and they're eating their way to an early grave. That's just kind of how I view things. With that being said, I'm still going to stick around. I still love Siege. I'm probably going to branch out on my content a little bit more, or at least that's my plan to. But I mean, other than that, all we can do is hope as a community and maybe band together. And if everyone's just like, "Hey, fuck you, Ubisoft," and I wouldn't say boycott. I don't think that'll ever happen. This community is so toxic. I don't think boycotting playing Siege for like a week for any amount of time is going to work because people are just addicted to the game. But I mean, if we can come together as a community, and well, that's not going to happen. I'd hope that we could come together as a community and kind of boycott Siege, or at least Ubisoft for their practices. Maybe we can get some headway. Maybe not. Probably not. I mean, they're just a money hungry, greedy corporate. Money hungry, greedy corporation who doesn't really give a fuck about their communities or their player base. I mean, look at it. Assassin's Creed has been the same damn game for the past 8 years, just reskinned. And I mean, Far Cry can be a pretty fun game, but it's at the end of the day, it's oh, we're releasing one Far Cry every 4 years or something like that. It's a super long cycle between each game. Siege, it's not getting new games released, but I think it's definitely Ubisoft's most consistent moneymaker because I mean microtransactions are happening all the time with it. People people are buying so much in game with skins and everything like that. And I mean, another example you could look at with the super popular game. I mean, Fortnite, their main source of revenue is through skins, but they're not super greedy. They're actually actively trying. I know it's getting rinse and repeat right now, but they're still actively trying to make it a good game. They still have a great anti cheat. I haven't seen a cheater in Fortnite. Me personally, since the time I've been playing, since my first ever season on Fortnite to now, never seen a cheater. Not even here on PC or anything like that. So I mean, there's just a couple different ways that Ubisoft can handle it, but I really don't want to see a game as good as Siege have an early grave because they got too greedy and they just destroy everything that people love about the game. I mean, we have new players, but also old players are leaving. I mean, I just had a friend who was, I believe, top 250 every season quit. He uninstalled Siege. He's not playing anymore because of how shitty it is. It's just not good. But I love y'all. I'll probably be on stream soon. I might be doing a 24-hour stream tomorrow with an Unreal Fortnite player. We're probably going to be moving back and forth between Siege and Fortnite. So tune in if you want to watch that tomorrow at my Twitch is very the same username as my YouTube. But yeah, I mean, love y'all. Have a great morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever you're having. Just have a good one. And I will see you later.